Okay, let's start. I waited some time until y'all come back from the practical, which I was told that y'all have from 1 to 3. Okay, so this was the activity that I gave in the VLE, and I saw some people, I mean, most of the people have submitted, and most of them were correct. I did not go through each and every one of them, but most of the submissions were correct. So I'll explain how we can do this. So this is just what we did in the morning. Okay, so now we are given an epsilon NFA. We're supposed to convert this into a DFA. Okay, so in that process, somewhere down the line, we will be able to generate the NFA for this as well. So what do we first do? We choose each state and come up with its e-closure or epsilon closure. What does e-closure mean? It means the states that we can reach upon looking at an empty symbol, an epsilon, a null symbol, okay, null transitions. What are the states I can go from a particular state upon seeing nothing of the alphabet? So let's first take state A. When I take state A, what is the null closure of state A? State A can go to B and C. Yeah, A can go to B and C upon seeing nothing of the alphabet, which means epsilon will take it to B and C. At the same time, like I mentioned in the morning, the state itself also comes as the e-closure of that particular state, because on seeing nothing, it can remain in itself. Yeah. So A's e-closure, the epsilon closure, will include A, B, and C. Okay, then what did we do? We checked the transition of all the states, all the resulting states, upon giving a particular symbol from the alphabet. For example, we start with 0, because here the alphabet, as you can see, 0 and 1. So what will happen when you give 0 to state A? You will go to state B here. When you're at B, that is not defined, and when you're at C upon getting a 0, you can go to state C. Then what do we do? For the answers that we got, we are going to again do the null closure, the epsilon closure. So B's epsilon closure, B's E closure is going to be B, C. Yeah, B and itself. Then C's null closure is going to be C. Okay, so let's draw the what do you call transition table. So for state A, upon seeing 0, I can go to BC. Upon seeing 1, no, BC, that's it. Then I have to check, I have to do the same thing for alphabet symbol 1. So I know what the e-closure is, ABC. Now I do the same thing for input 1. So when I give 1, when I'm at A, where am I? I'm at A. B, I'm at B. C, I'm at C. Yes. Then what is the null closure? Null closure of A, ABC, of B, BC, C, only C. I hope you understand how to get this epsilon closure. It is just how you can go to no epsilon closure means what are the states you can reach without any input symbol, including the state itself. Okay, right. So here the union of all these answers is ABC. Next, we should come to state B. So state B, the uh, null closure of state B then where shall I go upon seeing 0? This is not defined. I will be at C. Yeah. Okay. Then On seeing 1, I'll be at B. Here I'll be at C, B, C. Finally, state C. Null closure is C itself. Upon seeing 0, what will happen to me? I will go to C itself. Again, null closure of C is C. I'll do 1 also over here. Upon seeing 1, I'm still at C. So the answer is C. Okay. Now, by looking at this, what do? I can come up with the DFA table. By the way, by looking at this, you can draw the NFA for this. Now, by looking at that table which I generated, I can do the table, the DFA. So you have 0, 1. What is the initial state of your DFA? Initial state of the DFA will be the epsilon closure of the initial state of your NFA. In the NFA, your initial state was A. The epsilon closure of A is ABC. Therefore, this is going to be your initial state. Okay. So A, B, C, you're going to get the union of all the 3 answers that you got. BC over here and ABC over here. Next, let's choose the answers we got. Let's take BC. When I take BC, whose union do I take? These 2 and these 2. So here I get C, and on the other one I get B and C. Then I should do C because C was a result here. So let's do the transition for C as well. C is a single state, so I'm going to choose these 2 as the answers for that. C, C. Okay, right. Now by looking at this, I can draw my DFA by looking at the transition table. So who are my final states? C is anyway a final state in this NFA. C is anyway a final state. Other than that, we discussed in the morning that if there is any state whom you can, from whom you can reach the final state upon seeing nothing, seeing no symbol at all, which means epsilon, then they should also be final state, which means here A and B also should be final states when you draw the DFA. Yeah, because when you're at A and B, you can simply go to C without seeing anything. So let's draw the DFA A, B, C. This is a final state. And when you see 0, you should go to B. See, that also becomes a final state. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතනට එක ආවොත් එතනමයි. Then BC වලට එක ආවොත් එතනමයි. If you see a C, you should go to, sorry, if you see 1, you should go to state C. And then at C, you're going to just repeat itself. Okay, this is the answer for the activity that we did in the morning at the latter part of the lecture. Okay, so I hope this is clear. I hope you are clear with how to convert these stuff. So from morning, what we did were, we first converted NFAs to DFAs. This, I think this of course is quite simple. When it came to epsilon NFA, how did we convert this into a DFA? First of all, we have to get the E-closures of each state, yeah? And then we checked what are the results that we get by applying sigma, results of sigma or something. Okay, we checked what were the resulting states that we got after we apply the alphabet to the E-closure. Okay, after that we got the E-closure of the resulting states again. Yeah, upon doing that, we filled the transition table. By looking at that, we filled the transition table for the DFA in the same way that we did here by taking the unions. When we fill the DFA table, remember we have to deal with unions when we fill the DFA. Okay, even in this case, when we convert NFAs into general NFAs into DFAs, there also we have to get unions of certain states, because there we come up with subsets of states. Okay, not only single states. So that's what we did, and I hope that's clear. And yeah, so this was correct of most of the submissions. Now let's go to another example, another activity rather. Okay, so can you all come to the VLE? In the VLE, I have put up another activity as in another example. This is the second one, activity do 2 කියලා තියෙනවා එකක්. In the chat, someone has commented, and yeah, that's true. A will go to C upon seeing a 0. So here we have to show this as well. Upon seeing 0, it will go to C. Okay, so the E closure of C is C itself. Okay, that also should come there. The table doesn't change because anyways the union of these people is BC. However, that part should also be there in this.